with Mom, okay? And now, our last finalist, please come on out here. Oh, our sixth, oh, fantastic. Second to last, yes. You are?
I am Tippy Finkelman, and I have come up with a new kind of exercise for the new Jew. It's called Why Sweat It? And I'm very immersed in this.
Where do you live, Tippy?
Oh, you mean where in Beverly Hills?
So I take it you live in Beverly Hills?
Yeah.
The high holiday services
Oh, yeah.
coming up. Were you going to temple?
Well, this is very upsetting. You know, all I want really is world peace, you know, among Jews, and we should live in peace. And I don't mean the Arabs, I mean the two temples on Sunset. They stole our mailing list. So now, the plans for Rosh Hashanah. So now I'm gonna have to wipe the slate clean and start again.
Tell us about your life, Tippy. You're not dealing with, you know, feuding temples. What's your life about? What do you do?
When I'm not feuding. Well, Herbie makes for a very nice living. So we like to travel. You know, I have this thing. One day I want to travel without packing. So I hired this guy. What? So, you know this thing. So I hired this guy, and he's like a village boy. And so he comes and he packs for us. He's a very good village boy.
I'm sure he's fabulous. We have a question here from Judy. Judy, a little question for Tippy.
Yes. I'm just wondering, Tippy, what is your advice for Jewish women to look glamorous like yourself?
Good question. The key, the secret.
Glamorous.
Yes, the opening number.
Glamorous.
It's like here's the tip. You have to not just be glamorous. You have to feel glamorous. And one day when I was 160 pounds and sitting home, you know, crying, watching Oprah, because that's what we do, I realized, what was I saying?
I think you've taxed her.
Yeah.
Steve, got a comment?
I have a Jewish American princess question, sort of a test. Name 5 plastic surgeons on Camden.
This is going to be a good one for you. Name 5 plastic surgeons on Camden Drive.
Living or dead?
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany Fakeman. This is Tiffany Fakeman. Now our 7th and final finalist. Here she is. Looking fabulous. You are?
No, I don't look fabulous, Paul. I asked my mother to iron my dress. Look at this. This is what she does.
Well, you traveled across the country, did you, for this
So
pageant?
much she could have packed it separately, but no.
Yeah. Where do you live, exactly?
I live in Queens, New York. I live upstairs, they live downstairs. It's a nightmare. She claims she can hear me chewing on ice cubes.
Wait a second. Who's upstairs?
I'm upstairs in my parents' house.
And they feel that they can hear you?
My mother, not my father. My father, poor guy, he's a saint. This guy's had his chest cut open 14 times. He's been in ICU. And you know what he worries about? When the princess got her hamburgers.
There's a lot of stress in that family.
Oh, a lot of stress.
How do you feel about coming out? Is this like a new lease on life for you?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah? You feel that there's something wanting to come out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? What's ready to come out, Barbara?
A pole dancer.
Beautiful. Barbara Shapiro. Yes.
Barbara, are you any relation to Robert Shapiro?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, I thought so.
Can you tell? Don't we look alike?
Around the mustache.
Steve.
I just don't have a question, but I have a statement. And I think it's fabulous that you struck out on your own and moved upstairs.
This is something that I was going to ask Paul. I'm thinking of maybe moving out.
Why don't you move out to
Sure,
California?
kill your parents. What do you care?
Have you thought about it, Barbara?
Paul, could you talk to him?
I'm going to talk. Would you talk to her, Steve?
Get her on the phone right now.
Thank you, Barbara Shapiro, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for our first musical artist, Deborah asked me if she could introduce our next musical artist. Bring your microphone and.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an honor for me. When I got the opportunity to become a judge over here and do this, I always asked who's the talent, who they're bringing on next, who he's got coming up. And he would tell me, and I'd always be surprised, and I'd always be delighted. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is a treat that you will not believe if you have never heard of this group before. If you like rap music, if you think you like rap music, even if you hate rap music, you are going to be delighted. You are going to be spellbound. You're going to be up on your seat. You're going to be taking your tuchus. You're going to have a great time. I'm a goyim, and I love them, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor and great pleasure to introduce the rap group of the year. You're going to see them all over every magazine. You're going to see them all over every newscast. You're going to find them on YouTube. You're going to see them at every musical event across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, LL Cool J and the Hebrews!
Was the night before Hanukkah. 4 chicks and Mabel, not a sound could be heard, not even the dreidel. The menorah was set by the chimney alight. In the kitchen, the booby was chopping a bite. Salami, pastrami, a glaze of latte with Uriah, pickles, and bagels. Oy vey, gezogen gesnapt, the kinderlijk felt, dreaming of Taglik and Hanukkah geld. The one was sitting, a clapping and kicking, his booby was carving a shickle of chicken. The crumbled to roast like 1,000 Veronas. Santa had fallen and broken his tuchus. I got into my slippers, eins by dry. Booby was enjoying her herring ride. I grabbed for my bathrobe, I buttoned my gotchas. His booby was just devouring the latkes. To the window I ran. To my surprise, a little red yarmulke greeted my eyes when he got to the door. Saw the menorah, Yiddish kinder, he said, "Kanahor." I thought I was in a strange hoys. As long as I'm here, I'll leave a few toys. Come into the kitchen, I'll get you a dish. A guffle, a leffle, a stickle of fish. Stickle of fish. Oh, with smacks of delight, he started his dressing child liver, canelok and craplock together. Along with his meals, he had a few schnapps. It came to eating, this boy was tough. He added some knishes with pepper and salt, but they were so hot he yelled, "Oikabo!" He buttoned his hoises, he ran from the dish. Your poster of meals are simply delicious. When he got to the door, said, "See you all later, be back next Pesach, it's time for the Seder." The rapid, the needles, his prancers they came. She whistled, shouted, and called them by name. Now Izzy, now Morris, on Jaime and Maxie, David and Heshy and Lenny and Bernie. He let out a good cry as he drove out of sight. A good yatta to all. A good yatta to all. A good yatta to all. And to all, good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, LL Cool J and the Hebrews!
How about that LL Cool J and the Hebrews? Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Dog it. Okay. Are we ready now for evening wear? Yes. The girls did very well in the interview, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Steve,
great.
I feel like you're filled, you're changed, you're transformed.
What?
Okay, nothing. Okay.